Lecture Reason and Religion, Part 4. Similarly, the sum total of this universe is immovable, we know, but everything pertaining to this universe consists of motion. Everything is in a constant state of flux, everything changing and moving. At the same time, we find that the universe as a whole is immovable because motion is a relative term. I move with regard to the chair, which does not move. There must be at least two to make motion. If this whole universe is taken as a unit, there is no motion. With regard to what should it move? Thus, the absolute is unchangeable and immovable, and all the movements and changes are only in the phenomenal world, the limited. That whole is impersonal, and within this impersonal are all these various persons, beginning with the lowest atom up to God, the personal God, the creator, the ruler of the universe, to whom we pray, before whom we kneel, and so on. Such a personal God can be established with a great deal of reason. Such a personal God is explicable as the highest manifestation of the impersonal. You and I are very low manifestations, and the personal God is the highest of which we can conceive. Nor can you or I become that personal God. When the Vedanta says you and I are God, it does not mean the personal God. To take an example, out of a mass of clay, a huge elephant of clay is manufactured, and out of same clay, a little clay mouse is made. Would the clay mouse ever be able to become the clay elephant? But put them both in water and they are both clay. As clay, they are both one, but as mouse and elephant, there will be an eternal difference between them. The infinite, the impersonal, is like the clay in the water. In the example, we and the ruler of the universe are one, but as manifested beings, men, we are his eternal slaves, his worshippers. Thus we see that the personal God remains. Everything else in this relative world remains, and religion is made to stand on a better foundation. Therefore, it is necessary that we first know the impersonal in order to know the personal. As we have seen, the law of reason says the particular is only known through the general. So all these particulars from man to God are only known through the impersonal, the highest generalization. Prayers will remain, only they will get a better meaning. All those senseless ideas of prayer, the low stages of prayer, which are simply giving words to all sorts of silly desires in our minds, perhaps will have to go. In all sensible religions, they never allow prayers to God. They only allow prayers to God. This is quite natural. The Roman Catholics pray to the saints. That is quite good. But to pray to God is senseless. To ask God to give you a breath of air, to send down a shower of rain, to make fruits grow in your garden, and so on, is quite unnatural. The saints, however, who were little being like ourselves, may help us. But to pray to the ruler of the universe, praying every little need of yours, and from our childhood saying, "Oh Lord, I have a headache, let it go," is ridiculous. There have been millions of souls that have died in this world, and they are all here. They have become gods and angels. Let them come to your help, but God it cannot be. On to him we must go for higher things. A fool indeed is he who, resting on the banks of the Ganga, digs a little well for water. A fool indeed is he who, living near a mine of diamonds, digs for bits for crystals. And indeed we shall be fools if we go to the Father of all mercy, Father of all love, for trivial earthly things. Unto him therefore we shall go for light, for strength, for love. But so long as there is weakness and a craving for servile dependence in us, there will be these little prayers and ideas of worship of the personal God. But those who are highly advanced do not care for such little helps. They have forgotten all about this seeking things for themselves, wanting things for themselves. The predominant idea in them is not I, but thou, my brother. Those are the fit persons to worship the impersonal God. And what is the worship of the impersonal God? No slavery there. O Lord, I am nothing, have mercy on me. You know the old Persian poem translated into English? I came to see my beloved. The doors were closed. I knocked, and a voice came from inside. Who art thou? I am so and so. The door was not opened. A second time I came and knocked. I was asked the same question and gave the same answer. The door opened not. I came a third time, and the same question came. I answered, I am thee, my love. And the door opened. Worship of the impersonal God is through truth. And what is truth? That I am He. When I say I am not thou, it is untrue. When I say I am separate from you, it is a lie, a terrible lie. I am one with this universe, born one. It is self-evident to my senses that I am one with the universe. I am one with the air that surrounds me, one with heat, one with light, eternally one with the whole universal being who is called this universe, who is mistaken for the universe, for it is He and nothing else, the eternal subject in the heart who says, I am in every heart. The deathless one, the sleepless one, ever awake, the immortal, whose glory never dies, whose powers never fail, I am one with that. This is all the worship of the impersonal. And what is the result? The whole life of man will be changed. Strength it is that we want so much in this life, for what we call sin and sorrow have all one cause, and that is our weakness. With weakness comes ignorance, and with ignorance comes misery. It will make us strong. Then miseries will be laughed at. Then the violence of the wild will be smiled at, and the ferocious tiger will reveal behind its tiger nature my own self. That will be the result. That soul is strong that has become one with the Lord. None else is strong. In your own Bible, what do you think was the cause of that strength of Jesus of Nazareth? That immense infinite strength which laughed at traitors and blessed those that were willing to murder him? It was that I and my Father are one. It was that prayer. Father, just as I am one with you, so make them all one with me. That is the worship of the impersonal God. Be one with the universe, be one with Him. And this impersonal God requires no demonstration, no proof. He is nearer to us than ever, even our senses, nearer to us than our own thoughts. It is in and through Him that we see and think. To see anything, I must first see Him. To see this wall, I first see Him, and then the wall, for He is the eternal subject. Who is seeing whom? He is here in the hearts of our hearts. Bodies and minds change. Misery, happiness, good and evil come and go. Days and years roll on. Life comes and goes, but He dies not. The same voice, I am, is eternal, unchangeable. In Him and through Him, we know everything. In Him and through Him, we see everything. In Him and through Him, we sense, we think, we live, and we are. And that I, which we mistake to be a little I limited, is not only my I, but yours, the I of everyone, of the animals, of the angels, of the lowest of the low. That I am is the same in the murderer as in the saint, the same in the rich as in the poor, the same in man as in woman, the same in man as in animals. From the lowest amoeba to the highest angel, He resides in every soul and eternally declares, I am He, I am He. When we have understood that voice eternally present here, when we have learned this lesson, the whole universe will have expressed its secret. Nature will have given up her secret to us. Nothing more remains to be known. Thus we find the truth for which all religions search, and all this knowledge of material sciences is but secondary. That is the only true knowledge which makes us one with the universal God of the universe.